Very good morning, student. This is the lecture of object oriented programming using C++. Already we have started our third chapter, that is extending classes using inheritance. In this chapter we have studied introduction to inheritance, benefits of inheritance, how to define derived classes, visibility modes and its effects, that is a private, public and protected visibility modes, and from the previous session we have started the types of inheritance. We have already covered our single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance and hierarchical inheritance. In this today's session we will see the hybrid inheritance. So what is the hybrid inheritance? Before that we will revise our inheritance. First one is a single inheritance. What is single inheritance? When there is one base class and from that base class we can define or we can derive one new class is known as a single inheritance. In that there is a single base class and a single derived class. This is called as a single inheritance. In the multi-level inheritance there are total 3 classes. First one is a base class. By using this base class we can derive a derived class. Now this derived class becomes intermediate class, and that intermediate class again derive new class called as a child class. So there are 3 levels, that is a base class, intermediate class and derived class. Multiple inheritance. In that multiple inheritance, more than one base class, and by using that more than one base class we can inherit a single child class. It is known as a multiple inheritance. Next is a hierarchical inheritance. What is hierarchical inheritance? A single base class, and by using that single base class we can derive number of derived classes. It is a hierarchical inheritance. Now we will see the hybrid inheritance. So let's start with hybrid inheritance. Sometimes we may require to combine 2 or more types of inheritance to design a program. The result is known as hybrid inheritance. See here there are different diagrams. So first is a base class, derived class 1, derived class 2 and derived class 3. So what is hybrid inheritance means? When we combine more than one types of inheritance, then it will become the hybrid inheritance. So see here the single base class and 2 derived class means this is a hierarchical. See only these 3 classes, it is a hierarchical inheritance. Again see these derived class 1 and derived class 2 working as the base class for the derived class 3. So it is known as a multiple inheritance. This is a hierarchical inheritance. Base class, there is a single base class, and multiple derived class, it is a hierarchical, and more than one base class, single derived class, it is a multiple inheritance. Again see here this is a base class, this is the intermediate class and this is the derived class. So this is what? Multi-level inheritance. This is also base class, intermediate class, derived class, it is also what? Multi-level inheritance. So this diagram, or this is the inheritance which is combination of, first one is a hierarchical, multiple and multi-level inheritance. So it is known as a hybrid inheritance. Again see here this is a this is what? This is a multi-level inheritance. 2 base class and 1 derived class, it is a multiple inheritance. Okay, so it is a combination of multi-level and multiple inheritance. Here again same hybrid inheritance, multiple and multi-level inheritance. So example, consider an example where we have 3 classes: student, test and result. Student, test and result. But some authority wants to some weightage should be given for the sport to finalize the result. So again, student base class, test is a derived class of the student class, but it again sports is a not the derived class of a student class, but it is a separate class, and now test and sports become the base class for the result class. So this is a multi-level. Student is a base class, test is a intermediate class, and result is a derived class. So it is a multi-level, and here test and sports are the base class and this is a result class, so it is a multiple inheritance. So though it is a combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance, it is called as a hybrid inheritance. Now see, the syntax of hierarchical inheritance is given below. So suppose if you want to write syntax for a hybrid inheritance, it is a each time it will be different. Why? Because hybrid inheritance, it may be combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance, it may be combination of multiple and hierarchical combination, it may be a combination of multi-level and hierarchical. So there is no any special syntax for this inheritance. If we combine syntax of both if we combine syntax of different inheritance type, then it will become the syntax of hybrid inheritance. Now we will see the program which will illustrate what is the hybrid inheritance. Now see here, class student, it is a first base class. Integer ID, okay, character name, these are the private, by default private member of the class student. Now public void get student. By using this we can take the values for this ID and name, that is enter student ID and name. By using the cin we can get the value for ID and name from the student. This is the first base class, that is a class student. Now next, class marks, and this is a derived class from the base class student. So see here, this is the example of this program. Student is a base class, test and sports are the test is a derived class of the class student, sports is again a separate base class, and test and sports class are base class for the result. Now see here, class mark is the derived class of the class student. Now in a protected, there are the three variables, that is the M, P and C. So this is MPC is the marks of maths, physics and chemistry. In a public section there is one function, that is a get marks. By using this we can take input from the user, enter 3 subject marks. Now here by using cin function we can get the value for maths, physics and chemistry. This is the completion of derived class marks. Now again, sports is a base class, it is not derived from the student, it is again separate class. So class sports, it is a base class, it has the protected member, that is a sports marks. It has the public function which is used to get the marks of the subject sports. So enter sports marks, by using cin we can take the value for the sports marks. Now what will happen? See here, now result is the derived class. See here, result is the derived class of what? Sports and test, sports and marks. See here, now this class mark and class sports become the base class for the class result. So public marks and public sports, these are the base class for the result. Now two base classes means what? It is a multiple inheritance, and before that first base class is the student, second is a mark and third is the result. So it is a multi-level inheritance. Now this program is a combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance. Now see here, in the result derived class, integer, total, float, average, by using this show function, we will calculate the first total marks, that is the marks of maths, physics and chemistry. Average equal to total divided by 3.0. Now we will get the average marks. By using this we can show the values of total and average. After that, in the average we are going to add the sports mark. This is came from this class sports, and in the average we will add the marks of sports. This is the class result. Now in the main class we have to just create the object of the class result, that is a result R, and by using this object R we can call the functions, that is a r.getStud. This function is written in the base class student. Now r.getMarks, it is written into the class marks. r.getSports, it is written in the class sports, and r.show, it will written in the it is written in the class result, and get.ch. Now by using getStudent function, it will ask the student ID and name of the student. By using getMarks, it will accept the marks of maths, physics and chemistry. In the getSports function, it will get the marks of the sports from the student, and by using this show function, it will first calculate the total marks, that is the maths, physics and chemistry. Again it will calculate the average, and after that it will add the marks of sports, and it will display all the result. This is the example of what? Hybrid inheritance. So again see here in the diagram, student is a base class and it has the data members, that is the student ID and name. It has again one function, that is a getStudent function. By using this getStudent function, we are going to take values for the student ID and name from the student. After that, test is a derived class which is derived from the class student. By using this function, there are three variables, that is the maths, physics and chemistry, and by using the getMarks function, that is a getTest function, we will take the value of the marks maths, physics and chemistry. Again this is a sports based class. By using this class, we in that class we have written one function, that is a getSportsMarks. By using this we can take the marks of sports from the student, and result is a derived class from test and sports. Here in this function we are going to calculate total marks, average of marks, and after calculating the average we are going to add the sports mark into that result. So this is the combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance. Okay, in the next session we will see what is the virtual class, abstract class. Thank you.